Good morning, friends. Welcome to the 2021 STLP State Championship Award Show. Congratulations. You have made it here. We have done it together. It has been a doozy of a year, to say the least. We don't need to worry about that, but what we can do is be excited to celebrate the hard work, the creativity, the ways that you have used the technology to learn, to show what you know, to help your school and your community. That's why we're here. We're here to celebrate students today. And so thank you for joining us. We got a lot to cover. My name's Jeff Sobalski. I am the luckiest guy in Kentucky because I get to spend my days helping support you as you participate in STLP. I've given myself the title of STLP Chief Enthusiast. Don't tell anybody. I don't think I'm allowed to just make up titles, but I kind of did because that's how I feel. I have the best job in Kentucky. I really, truly am blessed to be in this position, and I am honored to be here to celebrate with you today and to put a spotlight on the amazing things that have been going on in your schools over the last year. We did it. We're here. We've made it to the award show. Let's jump into it. So first things first, we always have our STLP Big Three events. Regionals, DPOJ, and state. Well, for our state championship week this year, we had three big sort of categories. The first category were the digital products, and you can remember those came from DPOJ that we worked on in the fall. We turned in right around Christmas time, and then now we've worked our way through down from semifinalists to figuring out who our finalists were, and judges have made their selections for champions. We're going to take a look at those in just a second. And then, of course, we had our challenges. Now, our challenges were a little different this year. Typically, our state championship challenges, right? We're at Rupp, we're in Lexington, and we're all together in a room. Maybe we've got a couple of hours to complete a prompt for a coding challenge, or we've got an online digital art competition. Well, we had to change gears a little bit, and we went with our all digital challenges this year. We had a couple of live ones. But all of this week throughout the STLP State Championship week, folks have been submitting their demonstrations, submitting their videos as part of, say, KY Cinemania, and judges have been working hard to narrow down to our champions. We're going to announce those in just a moment. And then at the end of the award show, we're going to really dive into who our STLP Project State Champions are. We have some special guests who are going to help announce that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, yeah, I got to stop. This is why I always have notes, because I have to remind you, everything that we see today, we're going to highlight it. We're going to, every chance we get, we're going to flash up student work on the screen so you can see it, so you can celebrate it. But we really want you to dive in and have some opportunities to really explore the work that our students have done and what other students have done so that you can be inspired for next year. So if you go over to our website at stlp.education.ky.gov/state, you will be able to view all of the entries that we're going to talk about, plus entries that made it in and maybe didn't get to the championship level. Everything's there, and that's kind of the beauty of doing an all digital STLP. This year was a little different. Obviously, we did everything start to finish. The entire season was all digital, all online, and the benefit of that is now we have these great this repository of all of this work samples that students have created, and we can reference it anytime we need to. So if you're looking for some inspiration, looking for some ideas on how you could work documentary into your curriculum, if you're trying to figure out what projects kind of excite you and how folks did it, jump on to this website and you'll be able to check it out and get some great ideas. Let's jump right into our digital products. And our first category that we're going to talk about is the book trailer category. Very popular, a lot of fun. Our K through 5, second place goes to Colin G for Dogman Brawl of the Wild from Duff Allen Central Elementary School in Floyd County. K through 5 first place book trailer award goes to Mrs. Clark's Reading Group for The Terrible Two. They're from Roby Elementary in Bullitt County. 6 through 8 second place from Anna and Zach, their book trailer for Wonder. They're from Graves County Middle School in Graves County. That means 6 through 8 first place goes to The Girl in the Locked Room from the Bookworms at Campbell County Middle School. 9 through 12, second place, a Paragon from Todd P. Todd's from Floyd Central High School in Floyd County. And first place, 9 through 12, goes to Before I Fall from Callie S. from South Oldham High School in Oldham County. Congratulations to our first set of champions. Now we're going to dive into digital art. Tons of entries in the digital art category. Awesome. And what's really been neat to watch this year is we've seen a lot of folks do they've actually submitted their digital art as well as sort of the time lapse of them creating the digital art. So it's really neat to see how all these things come together. Check it out on that website. Here is our K through 5 second place for Mask Up from Lexi C. from Tyner Elementary in Jackson County. K through 5 first place, By the Light of the Moon from Mary J. Bristow Elementary, Warren County. 6 through 8 second place digital art, Sunset Downtown by Mary Therese P. She's at Mary Queen of the Holy Rosary School. And 6 through 8 first place goes to A New Purpose by Victoria L. Leestown Middle School, Fayette County. Digital art 9 through 12 second place for Portrait of a Happy Dog by Jackson G. in Frankfurt High School. And that means 9 through 12 first place digital art goes to Face Me from Alana G. Marion County Knight Academy. Congratulations, digital art winners. Now we'll move into digital music. Again, I know I say this, I can't say it enough, but great, cool stuff here. The folks that are making digital music, our composers, are taking advantage of all sorts of digital tools available to them and creating these original music pieces. K through 5 second place for The Christmas Train goes to Henry B. from Sutton Elementary in Owensboro Independent. And first place, My Masterpiece from Audrey F. Camargo Elementary, Montgomery County. 6 through 8 second place for Abigail's Beats by Abigail A. Mazik Middle School, Jefferson County. 6 through 8 digital music first place, Rainy Day from Anna T. Bowling Green Junior High, Bowling Green Independent. 9 through 12 second place, Meant to Bees from Tanner M. Bryan Station High School in Fayette County. And the 9 through 12 first place digital music, Joyride, goes to Nick O. Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. So Fayette County sweeping digital music in the high school category. Great job, everybody. Digital storytelling. So many great ways that you can approach digital storytelling. It's a wide open category. We see just a varied, different ways that folks are entering this category. Take advantage of that next year for yourselves. K through 5 second place for Muhammad Ali goes to Amos A. from Indian Trail Elementary in Jefferson County. K through 5 first place, The Freak by Connor H. He's at West Marion Elementary in Marion County. 6 through 8 second place digital storytelling, Our Superpowers, the series, Farnsley Middle School, Jefferson County. First place digital storytelling, 6 through 8 for The Hike from Sloan A. Duff Allen Central in Floyd County. 9 through 12 second place, The Curse of the Dinosaur from Alyssa D. Fairdale High School, Jefferson County. Digital storytelling first place 9-12, Dishonor of Wonder from Sydney R. at the Phoenix School of Discovery in Jefferson County. Now our documentary category, K through 5 second place for Welcome to Turner Farm by Jax and Sadie T. McKee Elementary in Jackson County. First place K through 5, $10 Founding Father from Carter C. Westridge Elementary, Franklin County. 6 through 8 second place goes to Remembering Maradona by Eza G. Woodford County Middle. Documentary first place, The Mecca of Music in the Heart of Kentucky by Maddie S. from Marion County Knight Academy. Documentary 9 through 12 second place, Cleveland Haunted House from Highlands High School in Fort Thomas Independent. And first place, high school documentary celebrating River Hill Farm, Nelson County High School, Nelson County. For our e-publishing category, K through 5 second place goes for RBI Island from Harper at Dunn Elementary in Jefferson County. K through 5 first place e-publishing, Live, Love, Low from Low Elementary, Jefferson County. 6 through 8 second place advisory guidebook by Natalie, Savannah, Gage, and Gavin, Marnell C. Mormon School, Shelby County. 6 through 8 first place e-publishing, K8 Creates from Caton, Marion County Knight Academy. 9 through 12 second place, Virtual Reality in the Classroom from Russell High School at Russell Independent, which means our 9 through 12 first place e-publishing goes to Jess and Sedge Virtual Learning Guide from Jesse A. at Randall K. Cooper High School in Boone County. Super clever. Really enjoyed that one, Jesse. Great job. The twist got me there. I didn't understand at first. It was awesome, though, when I figured it all out. Feature video. Here we go. K through 5 second place. Really enjoyed this one. Black Boy Joy by King E. Dixie Magnet Elementary in Fayette County. K through 5 first place feature video for Natural Bridge goes to Orion T. from Bowen Elementary in Jefferson County. 6 through 8 second place, A Day in the Life, COVID style, Isabella S. from Woodford County Middle School. 6 through 8 first place feature video, A Blast from the Past, Frida Kahlo, Arjun N. Mazik Middle School, Jefferson County. 9 through 12 second place goes to Linda Turner, a community hero from Highlands High School, Fort Thomas Independent. And our 9 through 12 first place feature video, Rabbit Hash, the Kentucky Town with the Dog Mayor, also from Highlands High School, Fort Thomas Independent, sweeping the feature video high school category. Great job, everybody. Graphic design, K through 5 second place, Seahorse Saves the Ocean by Bianca F. at Dunn Elementary in Jefferson County. First place goes to Hope Blossoms by Kyler H. Tully Elementary, also Jefferson County. 6 through 8, second place, I Love Ramen from Haley S. Conway Middle School, Jefferson County again. And 6 through 8, first place for graphic design, Where is My Liberty by Emma G. James E. Basil Middle School in Allen County. 9 through 12, second place, The Secret Garden poster by Kendall N. from Highlands High School in Fort Thomas. First place, 9 through 12 graphic design for Nate Feast by Clark L. from Model Laboratory School in Madison County. Great job in the graphic design category. Now let's jump right into infographics. K through 5 second, 3 facts about Saturn from Inaya R., Russell McDowell Intermediate, and Russell Independent. And first place K5, sports safety during COVID-19 from Chloe F., Gallatin County Upper Elementary School. Gallatin County coming in first place there. Now 6 through 8, second place, ancient Mayans and astronomy from Brooke C. Brooke is from the Marnell C. Mormon School in Shelby County. And 6 through 8, first place goes to Best Apps and Its Benefits by Jaron B. at Conway Middle School in Jefferson County. 9 through 12 infographic, Arnav D's Fly Kentucky from Russell High School, Russell Independent. And first place, 9 through 12, goes to Coping with COVID on Our Minds by Madison T. from Floyd Central High School, Floyd County. Great job on those infographics. And now, Kate, product, we're always excited because we get to have our partnership with Murray State, and their Kate program always steps up and has a great opportunity for students to participate. We appreciate their partnership. Here are our Kate product champions. K through 5, first place for non-toxic social media from Cochran Elementary School in Jefferson County. And our 9-12 division first place for shielding our school, Floyd Central High School, Floyd County. Kentucky Travel made the jump from being a state championship challenge category to digital product online judging this year. I think it's a good move. Let's see who our winners are. At the K through 5 division, second place goes to Explore Our Backyard, Turkey Foot from Tyner Elementary, Jackson County. K through 5 first place, there's only one, Frankfort, Kentucky, from Westridge Elementary School in Franklin County. And our 9 through 12 division first place goes to Bowling Green on the Move from South Warren High School in Warren County. Manipulated image. This one's a neat one. We take original images, you combine them in a creative way to create an entirely new composition, a new image. Very neat. Let's see who our winners are. K through 5 second place goes to Corona Playground by Fallon S., Westridge Elementary School. K through 5 first place for Nuclear Alien Invasion. How cool is that? From Brooke F., Southern Elementary School, Pendleton County. 6 through 8 second place for Trevor by Trevor H. from Newburgh Middle School in Jefferson County. First place, Addison R., My Brother's Falling Apart from Eminence Middle School and Eminence Independent. Great job. Second place, 9 through 12, The Last Lunch by Stephen Y. from Lexington Christian Academy. And 9 through 12, first place, Vex on Vacation by Alex W., Boyle County High School in Boyle County. Congratulations to all of our manipulated image finalists. Oh, here we go. Now, Minecraft. Listen, Minecraft, if you're still thinking about Minecraft as just a game that you play for fun on the side, that's great. If you're not thinking about Minecraft in your classroom, particularly now that Minecraft for education is available and workable on Chromebooks, which we know that there are an explosion of Chromebooks across the state of Kentucky over the last year, then you have got to really stretch your mind a little bit and think about how Minecraft can fit into your classroom. There's so many great ways. Shout out to Jim Unger in Jefferson County, who has really taken some leadership roles in helping folks get Minecraft into the classroom. It's great stuff. This year, our theme was Kentucky farming. So let's take a look at the Minecraft Championship builds. K through 5 second place from Bowen's Kentucky Horse Farm, Bowen Elementary, Jefferson County. K through 5 first place, WES Timberwolves from Westridge Elementary School in Franklin County. 6 through 8 division second place goes to Shiloh Farms from Model Laboratory School, Madison County. 6 through 8 first place goes to Jade B. from Crosby Middle School in Jefferson County. 9 through 12 second place for the Cooper Crafters goes to Randall K. Cooper High School in Boone County. And that means our first place K through 12 Minecraft is WEHS Minecraft team from Warren East High School in Warren County. Multimedia category, K through 5 second place for Quick Class Links by Keaton J., Tyner Elementary in Jackson County. First place goes to Stop Motion World With and Without Coronavirus by Cynthia R. from Smyrna Elementary, Jefferson County. 6th grade division second place Raining Tacos by Trevor H. from Newburgh Middle School, Jefferson County. And first place Cooking in College from Vanessa V., Marion County Knight Academy. 9 through 12 multimedia, second place Laid to Rest on Hallowed Ground from Todd P., Floyd Central High School, Floyd County. Multimedia 9-12 first place goes to Scrapwood Sid by Juliana R., Highlands High School, Fort Thomas Independent. Original photo essay. Take a breath here for just a second. The original photo essay is an entirely new category this year. We have to thank our friends from KET Education who stepped up and actually introduced us to, I think, 4 brand new digital product categories this year. Their expertise is appreciated. Their leadership in that is much appreciated. Original photo essay, telling a story using photos. Super awesome. Let's jump in and see who our winners are. K through 5 second place goes to Lucky to Be at School, Bowen Elementary School in Jefferson County. First place, Xander's Trip to the Vet, West Marion Elementary School, Marion County. 6 through 8, original photo essay second place for Quarantine from Conway Middle School in Jefferson County. 6 through 8, first place, Saturday in a Small Town from Duff Allen Central Elementary in Floyd County. 9 through 12, second place, A Day on the Farm from Lexington Christian Academy. Original photo essay 9-12, first place, Cases Rise, Sanity Sinks, Randall K. Cooper in Boone County. This leads us into our original photo category. We are almost all of us are walking around with some form of a high quality digital camera in our pocket on ourself all the time. Some of us are taking hundreds of photos a day. These are some of the best, and here are our champions. Original photo K5 second place, COVID hallway from Annabelle A., Westridge Elementary School, Franklin County. First place goes to Colors of Hope by Carly A., Duff Allen Central Elementary in Floyd County. 6 through 8 division second place for A Beautiful Summertime Blossoms by Eza G., Woodford County Middle School. 6 through 8 first place, The Phenomenon from Olivia T. Olivia, I love that photo. Maurice Bowling Middle School, Owen County. 9 through 12 second place for Kentucky Colors by Dylan C. Dylan's from Model Laboratory School in Madison County, which means original photo 9 through 12 first place goes to Double Vision by Lizzie C. from Eastern High School in Jefferson County. I love this photograph. Great job, Lizzie. Great job to all of our champions here. PSA videos, public service announcement videos. PSA K through 5 second place for Wash Your Hands as the Doctor Demands goes to Westridge Elementary School, Franklin County. K through 5 first place, Put the Screens Away, Experience the Day, Westridge Elementary School in Franklin County. 6 through 8 division second place, We Are Sources of Strength, Marion County Knight Academy. And 6 through 8 first place, Make the Connection, Feel the Love, James E. Basil Middle School, Allen County. 9 through 12 second place, Second Amendment Responsibilities from Floyd Central High School in Floyd County. PSA 9 through 12 first place, Raising Cane's Commercial, Highlands High School, Fort Thomas Independent. If you doubt the level of expertise that our students have in what they believe in and what they do, then I recommend that you go and watch this PSA video. Top quality, super impressive, great job from Highlands High School. Congratulations to all of our PSA video champions. Screen capture tutorial. Now listen, if you can do screen capture tutorial, meaning if you can teach someone how to do something by taking a video or shots of your screen, then you have probably been in super high demand for the last year, right? As we've slipped into hybrid, online, virtual, whatever version of working on campus, off campus for school, sometimes we have really needed you folks that can do screen capture tutorials to get us through some of the steps to learn something on our own. So thank you for that. Here are the best of the best. How to Create Basic Shapes and Color on Khan Academy by Brandon T. from Brenda Cohen Elementary in Fayette County, second place. K through 5 first place, Uploading Assignments in Google Classroom from Alana F., Westridge Elementary School. Everybody needs that almost, right? 6 through 8 division second place, How to Add GIFs to Google Slides. Yes, that's a hard G. You're getting it here first. This is my 2 cents. GIF, hard G. It's not GIFs and it's not Joogle. It's GIFs and Google. Anyway, having fun there. Second place for Maribel T., Campbell County Middle School. First place, translating the JCPS website and YouTube closed captioning into Spanish. Super great service there from Jesse R., Conway Middle School in Jefferson County. 9 through 12, second place, Google Calendar Basics from Madison T., Floyd Central High School. 9 through 12, first place screen capture tutorial, Desmos by Arnav D., Russell High School, Russell Independent. And our last digital product category is technical writing. And our champions in the K through 5 division, second place, how to create a GIF using a Google slideshow, Brian T., Greenwood Elementary, Jefferson County. First place for accessing Google Classroom, Liketh P. from Wheeler Elementary in Jefferson County. Possible fixes for a no signal error from Anjal N. from Conway Middle School in Jefferson County. Technical writing, first place, 6 through 8, uploading artifacts to your backpack from Kayla P. Johnson Traditional Middle School in Jefferson County. Kayla, I'm sure there's a lot of folks that appreciate your work on this one. 9 through 12, second place, how to create a Google Calendar event, goes to Madison T., Floyd Central High School, Floyd County. And first place, Google Expeditions from Arnav D., Russell High School, Russell Independent. Okay, congratulations. All of our digital product champions. It has been a long road. The judges have been super impressed with everything you've done. Great job. Congratulations on being named a state champion. Okay, now we're going to just take a quick time out. And listen, if you are around your STLP coach, every STLP student out there, I want you to right now air high five, say thank you, hoot and holler for our STLP coaches. We are so indebted to you. We recognize all the work that goes in behind the scenes to help get, all of those thousands of digital products, literally thousands of digital products that were submitted over the last year for DPOJ. I recognize the hard work that goes into that. Thank you to all of our coaches for the time and effort. I want you to know that I realize, and I want I'm acknowledging, I know that most of you are taking on STLP responsibilities above and beyond all of the other duties throughout the day. So thank you for your dedication and your time and your energy. I hope that you are recognizing that it truly is worth giving these opportunities to our students. And so we could not do it without you. Thank you. Now we're moving into our challenge categories. Remember, I mentioned in the beginning, these have been happening over the last couple of weeks as part of our STLP State Championship Week. A bunch of submissions were due last Saturday, so folks were working over the weekend, and judges have been busy toiling over all of these entries and all of these demonstrations this week to figure out who our challenge champions were. Let's take a look. Our first challenge was the coding challenge. Actually, we kicked this off Monday afternoon. It was a live challenge where students actually joined a Google Meet and went through and had an opportunity to write some code to solve a prompt. I want to give a big shout out to Nicole Bauer and Jay Morgan for sponsoring and leading this coding challenge. And here are our champions. 9 through 12 division, second place goes to Tucker S. from Bowling Green High School and Bowling Green Independent. And first place goes to Abe Y., Madison Southern High School, Madison County. Now, our next category also was a live event. I believe it kicked off on Tuesday, and it was kindergarten through high school level, and it happened all online, and it was great to see this live event happening. Even though we couldn't get together, we figured out with all the skills we've accumulated over the last year for virtual get-togethers and learning via the internet, we took advantage of that with our quick tech recall. Here were the kids that could quickly tell you about technology. K through 5, second place was Will B., Smyrna Elementary in Jefferson County. First place went to Colin G. from Duff Allen Central Elementary School in Floyd County. 6 through 8, second place, Sri P. from Mazik Middle School, Jefferson County. First place went to Emma H., also from Mazik Middle School in Jefferson County. So Mazik with a sweep in the 6 through 8 division. Great job. 9 through 12 went to Brent E., second place, Frederick Douglass High School, Fayette County. And first place, Sammy B. from Bath County High School in Bath County. Great job. Thanks for participating, everyone. It was during the day, and I appreciate all the STLP coaches helping to coordinate that and give this opportunity to their students. Now, our next category, this is a big one. Kentucky Cinemania. People are excited. They ask about this all year. When's Cinemania going to kick off? There's always people, did I miss Cinemania? Well, a big shout out and thank you to Mr. Jody Rose and Dr. Marty Park for leading and coming up with this category every year. It's overwhelming, the amount of folks that want to participate. So thank you to them for all of their work behind the scenes to get this scored, work with our judges. Cinemania, if you're not familiar with it, imagine these elements are released Monday morning at 9 a.m. You have 48 hours to write a story, shoot a video that incorporates all of these random elements that Marty and Jody came up with into a story. Shoot it, edit it, upload it. You've got 48 hours to do it. It's impressive with what these students come up with. It's a lot of fun. So look into that next year if you're interested in having a really good time with Cinemania. K through 5, second place, The Tricky Leprechaun, goes to Bowen Elementary in Powell County. K through 5, first place, I Love the 80s News Edition, Westridge Elementary School, Franklin County. Super cute one. You should check that one out for sure. 6 through 8 division, second place, Elijah's Dream from Cumberland County Middle School in Cumberland County. First place for Teddy, Powell County Middle School, Powell County. Cinemania 9 through 12, second place, 2020 Explained, Randall K. Cooper High School in Boone County. First place 9 through 12, Cinemania goes to the one where we visited the 80s from Bourbon County High School in Bourbon County. And little Easter egg here, if you go and check out this video, you're also going to see some of our past state championship project winners from a couple years ago. Shout out to Bourbon County. Web Design Challenge. Here are the websites that were entered and were awarded. Our first place for K through 5 went to Animating Tips from Bowen Elementary School in Powell County. The STLP project from East Hardin Middle School takes second place in the 6 through 8 division. First place, 6 through 8 web design, Raspberry Pi, Russell Middle School, Russell Independent. 9 through 12, second place for VRED from Russell High School and Russell Independent. And first place for web design, High Fidelity Mannequin from Bowling Green High School, Bowling Green Independent. SPHERO Hero, super fun category. Imagine, come up with a great story. You come up with a design for the setting of your story, and then you program a robot. Could be a SPHERO, could be any kind of programmable robot, and they walk through and actually act out the story. It's super creative. Check it out. Super fun. I know a lot of folks are using robots in the classroom. Here's a fun way to incorporate some authentic writing with your coding. SPHERO Hero K through 5, second place goes to Cochran STLP's Acceptance, a SPHERO Hero story from Jefferson County. Oh, that's right. And we had a tie. I almost forgot. We had a tie between, we'll jump back here. Cochran Elementary School tied for second place with Russell McDowell Intermediate School's Slybeck and Superwoman from Russell Independent. We've never had a tie in the category before, but judges were stumped, and we just had to recognize both of these. So congratulations to both of those. And in first place goes to Sugar Heist from Westridge STLP, Westridge Elementary School, Franklin County. 6 through 8 division, first place goes to SPHERO Hero from Dace, from Duff Allen Central in Floyd County. 9 through 12, first place goes to The Goo from Space, from Wagner High School, Jefferson County. Game Design Challenge. 6 through 8 division, first place for the Shady Street Bakery game, Russell Middle School, Russell Independent. And our 9 through 12 first place Game Design Challenge winner is Clyde's Adventure from Frankfort High School and Frankfort Independent. I got to admit, I spent probably a little bit too much time playing Clyde's Adventure. I'm not super good, but it was fun, and I kept coming back for more. So you can play it too. Go out to our website, and you can link in the Game Design Challenge to Clyde's Adventure and his playable demo is there for you to check out. Newscast Challenge. 6 through 8, second place goes to MCMS News Team, Marnell C. Mormon School from Shelby County. 6 through 8, first place, STLP Newscast Challenge goes to Bowling Green Junior High School from Bowling Green Independent. 9 through 12 newscast first place, FDHS News Team, Frederick Douglass High School in Fayette County. Love having our sponsor, our partnership. You know, we work with our higher ed partners to bring regionals around the state. They also help us with different challenges at the state championship. University of Louisville Podcast Challenge is one of those, and our K through 5 first place podcast, Animals Around the World, from Maryville Elementary School in Bullitt County. 6 through 8 first place, Nadia and Callie's podcast from Campbell Middle School in Campbell County. And another partnership with higher ed, Georgetown College, that's the GC and GC Robot Use Challenge. Here's the idea of how you can use a robot to perform a task. And here is our champion. From Henry, CES Robot Recycles from Cochran Elementary School in Jefferson County. Now, I'm going to quick transition over to talk about our service teams. You know, typically what will happen is we have our service teams where we actually have students who try out, want to be in our teams, and those students actually help us run the STLP State Championship when we're in Lexington. This year, obviously, we're not in Lexington, so there wasn't as much for our service team folks to do. However, we did have a few applications, and we want to recognize that these folks will be joining our teams for the 2021-2022 season. So folks that we're about to announce, congratulations. You don't have to interview again next year. You're on the team. Our Blogger Corps, Maddie S. from Marion County Knight Academy, and Lauren G. from Floyd Central High School. Both of you are invited to be on our Blogger Corps teams next year and help us tell the story of the STLP State Championship live. And our Media Arts team, Madison T. has earned a spot from Floyd Central High School. We hope to see you guys next year. And then our block code crew, these are folks that really help introduce other students to block coding and some hands-on activities at our state championship. Truman G. from Eminence Middle School, Cameron H. from Eminence High School, and Sydney D. from Eminence High School. So Eminence, we're looking forward to seeing you as part of our block code crew next year. Now, as we're talking about service teams, just know that if you are interested in joining a service team, we will have interviews again next year. And if you are a member of our STLP engineer team, our engineers are members for life. So everyone that was with us, you know, we were with our STLP engineers in 2020. We were helping with providing technical support at the KISTE Spring Conference. KISTE is the Kentucky Society for Technology and Education, another great partner. When pandemic hit and everybody went home and we didn't see each other again. So just know, all of our STLP engineers, you are an engineer for life. You don't have to reapply, and we will see you next year, and we will put your skills to great use when we can get back together. So I mentioned KISTE, so now's a perfect time to introduce KISTE, a wonderful partner, has always supported STLP, has always been hand in hand with us in wanting to celebrate students. And so they have announced their scholarships for this year, and they've given us a little video to announce that. So let's watch that right Okay, thanks for Kisty again for those scholarships. If you are a senior next year and you're an STLP participant, you're eligible. Submit your applications, check out the Kisty website, and when the applications go live, we'll blast it out to all the STLP coaches to let them know. But don't miss out on this great opportunity from our friends at Kisty. While I've got you, let's talk about some little bit of gratitude going out. Let's give some gratitude to our partners with KET Education. Again, I mentioned that they've supported us in many different ways. They provided us with some new category rubrics this year. They support us at all of our regional events. They support us heavily at the STLP State Championship. So a shout out to KET Education. And now we're just about to talk about who our project winners are. So I've got your attention. Before we do that, I'm just going to take a moment to give a personal thank you from me to several folks. Number one, I got to say thanks to the team at Kentucky Department of Education and the Office of Education Technology. I'm on the digital learning coach team there. The folks are great. My team is super supportive, been very helpful. We all work together to make sure this happens. So thank you. Shout out to them. Shout out to Dr. Marty Park and David Couch, who you're going to see in just a minute. For supporting and always believing in STLP and letting us just do some great, amazing, fun things for students around the state. And of course, I got to say, look, I'm being selfish, but I got to say thank you to my family for putting up with me during these STLP championship weeks. Long hours, lots of stress, but worth it in the end. And thank you to all the STLP coaches, participants, and students for your patience this year, understanding as we've worked through different challenges and finding ways to overcome and make sure that these opportunities stay opportunities for students. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for sticking with me. And now let's move on to our STLP project champions. Okay, here's the recap. Projects. We've had project teams that started. Some started last summer, thinking about what their projects were going to be. Some started after state last year, excited about what they were going to bring to the table this year. We've had projects move from our regional all digital events into which we called level 1 judging. We moved them. A lot of folks moved on to level 2. Level 2 is where we did our first round of judging as part of the STLP State Championship week. Judges worked really hard to narrow it down to teams that advanced on to level 3. And from those level 3 groups, we have found the best of the best, and we are going to celebrate them today. Thanks to all the judges at all the different levels for your help and your effort. I know this was tough. It's tough. There was a lot of great projects out there. You folks have done a lot to impact your school and your community through these projects. You've learned a lot, and it has become evident when we look back, and there's a little bit of a progression, right? We see from regionals to level 2 to level 3, the growth, the effort that's gone into your projects. You can be super proud of that. Great job. And man, guys, listen. Okay, teachers, if you're listening for just a second, all of our STLP coaches, all of these STLP events, particularly the projects, are wrapped around the Kentucky Academic Standards for Technology. Starting next school year, those are to be taught at every grade level. Those are to be incorporated in everything you do. So here's the secret. All of the times that you incorporate the technology standards, you're making STLP products and projects. So listen, there should be tons of stuff next year that we could take advantage of for these competitions. I know it's not all about the competitions, but it is kind of for the fun part of STLP. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's get into the next phase. And listen, one more alert for teachers. Listen, we miss not being on stage with everyone to see their reactions. So if you want, now's a good time to start filming your teams to see how they react to learning if they are STLP state champions. Now I'm going to dial in some special guests. So bear with me for just a second. I'm going to jump over to a Teams call, and we're going to pull in our VIPs who are going to help announce. 1 second. Okay, so I think I have on the line, Marty, are you there?
Well, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Thanks for inviting me to this live show for this year's live edition of our state championship awards.
Awesome. It's so great that we could get together and do this. We've had a lot of great awards we've already handed out and announced this morning. So we're really excited now to get into this last phase here to talk about all of the STLP projects and find out who our champions are. So Dr. Park, I'm going to hand it over to you to introduce our special guest, and let's see who our winners are.
Thank you, Jeff. And I'll tell you, before I do that, though, I do want to just give a huge high five. This year, above all other years, we know how much effort and work goes into designing and creating, collaborating with other students for your STLP projects, your digital projects, your digital product online judging entries. We know how much work has gone into that. Now, last year, we had the opportunity to do an all virtual state championship, and that was fun. That was extremely fun. But that took advantage of all of the work that you had done previously with your classmates, with your friends, with the other kids you're learning with, all together in person in your school. This year was even more challenging. This is the very first year that we've had to completely do all of our work remotely. So we had to all connect remotely. Our teachers and our sponsors had to find new ways to help us lead through these challenges. And you all are awesome because you took that adversity and you accelerated all the way through it. So we're extremely excited about that. The skills that you have gained and demonstrated will serve you for years and years to come. And so thank you for being awesome. And without further ado, I want to introduce, and if you've been an STLP member for years in the past, you'll know David Couch. If this is your first year in STLP, you need to know and meet David Couch. David is our Chief Information Officer for K-12 for all of our public schools and districts across the state. He's also our Associate Commissioner at the Kentucky Department of Education. He is a really big deal. First and foremost, he is largely the father of all education technology in the state of Kentucky, as he's led all of our major initiatives for the past almost 3 decades now. So before the first computer was in schools, David was working to make sure that you have the opportunity and the experiences that you have today. He's largely the main reason from a leadership perspective that when the pandemic hit, you were able to do everything that you could do from home or from off campus or remotely because of all of the connectivity and all of the work that we've done from an education technology perspective. So without further ado, I want to turn it over to Mr. David Couch, who's going to lead us through the announcement of our state champions.
Well, Marty, thank you. Jeff, of course, thank you. Typically, I'm standing in the middle of Rupp Arena today, but we'll imagine that we're standing right in front of Rupp Arena. We anticipate being back there in 2022 along with our regional events. I do appreciate everyone, what it took to do both the regional and now the state championships virtually. Big high, as Marty said, big high fives to everyone that did that. We were the first state to really do the state championship, kind of virtually, but to do both now elements of it is pretty impressive. And I want to give you some background and context for all the parents that may be watching, our students, our STLP coaches, the teachers, all of our CIOs and ed tech leaders within districts, digital learning coaches that we have out there, the school leaders, the public, and the volunteers that we have that will be taking a look at this. Kentucky K-12 is the national leader and pioneer in nearly every aspect of education technology. If you go back in the course of time from the early 90s, which was fun for me to be part of and see what it's turned into, is you can see that we really are the national leader and the pioneer of most things that have been done in that area. The pandemic, as awful as that has been in a lot of different ways, it pointed out that Kentucky is the national leader in education technology because, as what Marty was talking about, all the different things we were able to do and pivot to so quickly. Now, that was 100% perfect for sure. But if you compare Kentucky to the other 49 states, no other state that pivoted as quickly to using these technology tools remotely as the state of Kentucky. And a lot of that has to do with what we've been building. And when I say we, it's the Department of Education, our school districts, all of our partners for all these 3 decades. So if for someone like me that's been around that long, it was really something to see it come out. I always felt we were essential, but to see it during these times of being essential was something that I'll never forget. What that means for this in this context, that means when you're one of our top 20, one of our elite 8, and one of our Final 4 winners, you're not just one of the best in Kentucky, you're one of the best in this country. And we've had things going in the past of time where our students have won this competition and they've competed nationally in things and they've won. So I want to make sure everyone understands the context of it's a big deal to win it in Kentucky, but also I put up in our winners what we're trying to do nationally. And oh, by the way, Kentucky has the largest and the best STLP program in the nation. So once again, something I'm very proud about as we go forward. So let's talk about how we're going to do this. Typically, when we're on the stage, and I'm imagining we're in Rupp Arena right now, and we're live right now, but we're going to be at Rupp Arena, so I'm imagining we're in Rupp Arena. At least that's where I like to think of. And typically at this point, I name our top 20. I'm going to call it our terrific 20 education technology projects or STLP projects that have been put in place. And I love these projects because a very large number of them are students trying to help their fellow students, their teachers, their community, something much bigger than themselves. And the leadership part of that too is so impressive. So there's a technology aspect of this, and there's a leadership aspect of it to it as well. So we're going to name off the terrific 20, and we're going to bring them up on the stage here, and just imagine that we're all, if folks have seen that, we're all kind of crowded up on the stage, and I turn around and I give high fives. And this year probably be, elbow bumps or fist bumps as we're doing it. And then when we have the 20, then I'm going to talk about and announce who the elite 8 of that 20 are. Really big deal for it to be announced, just like in any kind of event, you get down to elite 8. And then I'm going to talk about the Final 4. And the Final 4 are really our state champions. They're our state champion for elementary, they're our state champion for middle school age, and they're a state champion for high school. Plus, we have an award called the Dave Ziegler Award, which is really for the best technology project. It's not necessarily the best one overall, but it's our best technology project. And let me make sure I understand a little bit about Dave Ziegler, going back in time. Kentucky was the very first state to have all of its schools and all of its districts connected to the internet. Well, Dave Ziegler was a big part of that. Now, Dave Ziegler is a name you probably don't know. He's one of those, like many people, behind the scenes that were just trying to make special things happen for students across the state. So he put that in place and put our design in place that, by the way, we still use today, the structure that we still use today. But the also thing about what Dave did is he mentored folks behind him. Our staff members remember him coaching them and mentoring them along as they came in, especially our technology folks have great memories of him. Now, Dave passed away a couple years ago, but we've had this award in place to always remember the importance of the technology projects and the technology initiatives, but each of them in their own right is a big deal. So just like any other state champion that happens in Kentucky, and a few weeks ago, we had the boys and girls state championship in basketball. And, when they go home, there's fire trucks waiting, and there's a big deal about people greeting them when they come home. And typically for our STLP state championships, we see similar types of things as they should be. So make a big deal of this. The top 20 is a big deal. The Elite 8 is a big deal. Of course, the Final 4 and our state champions is a big deal. So I think we're ready to begin. So as you're waiting, there, I'm going to name off the top 10 or top 20 terrific projects that we had, STLP projects we had in Kentucky. So the first one up is Ballard Virtual Desk Tutorials, Ballard High School in Jefferson County. Behind the Mask, James D. Adams Middle School in Floyd County. Beta Buddies, Todd Central High School in Todd County. Birthday Boxes for Barron, North Jackson Elementary School, Barron County. Diverse Bookfinders, Norton Commons Elementary School and Jefferson County Schools. Eastern Kentucky Unwired, Perry County Central High School, Perry County. Expressing Eminence, Eminence Middle School, Eminence Independent. Gators Digital Care Cards, Greenwood Elementary School in Jefferson County. Girls Who Code present Honor of Code, Middletown Elementary School in Jefferson County. Klondike's Caring Bears Project, Klondike Lane Elementary School in Jefferson County. Mitigating the Impact, Ashland Middle School, Ashland Independent Schools. SES Trail Cam Team, Simpson Elementary School in Simpson County. Smart Mat, a solution to porch piracy, Bowling Green Junior High School, Bowling Green Independent. Student Backpack Support Team Project, Fern Creek Elementary School in Jefferson County. TCHSMC, Trimble County Junior Senior High School, Trimble County. Tech Hub in Different Languages, Conway Middle School in Jefferson County. The Share Your Arts blog, Scapa at Bluegrass, Fayette County. The Learning Barn, Heistville Elementary School in Barron County. VRED, Russell High School, Russell Independent. And our very last one of our terrific top 20, You Are Not Alone, Murray Middle School, Murray Independent. Let's give a round of applause for all these folks. I'm going to go around and give high fives. And usually at this point, we have people gather and take pictures of this top 20 that we're doing. So just imagine you're posing there and do something similar back there to make sure you're posing with our top 20 terrific. And for a state the size of Kentucky to come down to be the top 20 is something pretty special. And another thing is very important, and we've hit upon it. A good life skill is perseverance. And the perseverance it took for our students during a pandemic and their school coaches, their STLP coaches and folks that helped that along to make sure this kept on happening. I can't put enough words of gratitude for doing that, but also it's a good life skill that for the most part, everything we normally did, we did it the best we could in this virtual environment. And so it says a lot for those that push through this and put these projects in place. Now we're due our Elite 8. And so you're going to hear me announce 4 schools first. And these 4 schools are our runner-up state champions. And we have 4 state championship categories. And just like any state championship, when you get down to Elite 8, all these are close. And so this is really the first year we've announced the runner-up. You typically would announce the top 20 and then announce the 4 state champions. But we thought it was important for those that got really, really close to identify and recognize their work. So here are our 4 runners-up of the Elite 8. Diverse Bookfinders, Norton Commons Elementary School, Jefferson County. That's our K-8. For middle school, 6 through 8, Expressing Eminence, Eminence Middle School, Eminence Independent Schools. Our runner-up for high school, grades 9 through 12, Beta Buddies, Todd County Central High School, Todd County. And our runner-up for the best technology project in the state, Behind the Mask, James D. Adams Middle School, Floyd County. And once again, a big round of applause for those folks there. Elite 8, it's a big deal in our state, and you're the very first group to be recognized for such excellence. So what that means, and typically you are on the stage, and there's typically 4 schools remaining, and that always at this point they're looking around and really counting to really make sure there's 4 schools remaining, because typically the other 16, as I named them off, would leave the stage and they would turn around, and I would see on their faces for the very first time realizing they're state champions. So I'm going to name off who our state champions here if you don't already know it. Our best K-5 project, STLP project in the state of Kentucky for 2021 is SES Trail Cam Team, Simpson Elementary, Simpson County. And I always love their faces, and be honest with you, typically it's the astonishment, and then there's crying, and there's high five, and there's hugging. You see, parents, you see coaches running down to the stage. It's a big moment. Our best middle school project in the state of Kentucky, STLP project, grades 6 through 8. Share Your Arts blog, Scapa at Bluegrass, Fayette County. Our best STLP high school project for the year 2021. Our state champion is TCHS-MC, Trimble County Junior Senior High School, Trimble County. And our best tech project, our Dave Ziegler Award winner this year, is VRED, Russell High School, Russell Independent. Now, once again, imagine the screams and the cheers of people right in front of me on this stage at Rupp Arena. The other cool thing that we do, and we typically try to do, is normally these winners, we would send to the International Society for Technology Education Conference, and they would represent Kentucky, and they represent us well. And I've gone and watched those events, and the adults are learning from those students at those events, and that's typically what we see in our elementary, middle school, and high school state champions. We'll do something special for you. There's no ISTE event that we're sending this year. ISTE will be back next year like most conferences and this one and most competitions. But we're going to find something special for these folks to do, because typically we fly them, we pay their arrangements, and we make sure there's neat activities there for them. For our Dave Ziegler Award is we also do something special for them. And in the past, we've gotten together with some very senior engineers and leaders of technology companies, but we'll find something pretty special. So it's pretty special to be named, but we're doing some pretty special things to do that as well. And it's my intention also to meet with you all. You'll probably be virtually here, so I want to meet with each one of our state champions, interact with you, and just talk about this, since we can't do it in person. But congratulations. In closing, as I do every year, I want to thank all those that made this possible. Jeff, your outstanding work and the team behind you. We have volunteers. We're a staff of one, and it is Jeff. But Jeff's the first one to say this doesn't happen if we don't have a lot of good folks out there volunteering their time. And we have tons of them that do that. And we want to thank those folks that help make this happen, the judging, the arranging of this. It makes it very, very special for all of us. And thanks for all those that support STLP. During the course of my life, I've got to see STLP graduates and what that means to them in their course of life, and the sense of pride that they have about that connection in their life. So once again, thanks for being part of STLP. Congratulations.
Well, there you have it, guys. Congratulations. We've done it. We've made it. And we now know who our STLP 2021 state champions are in all of our categories. Great work. You deserve all the accolades. We're super proud of you, and we appreciate everything you've done to get us to this point. Congratulations to all of our champions. You can be proud. Having a state championship is a big deal. And David said it, when you lead the nation in education technology, the student technology program in the best state means that you are the best student technology program, which means you are the best in the country. Great job. I'm so proud and happy to be part of this. Thank you again. And one last reminder, please go and check out all of these projects, products, and challenge winners at stlp.education.ky.gov/state. Look forward to seeing you next year.